If I don't, Carol will come after me with a club.
He would, yes. He would.
And then there are some really impatient people that get mad if I haven't uploaded it within hours. Sorry, had to get it in there, Debbie.
I was only looking for that reason. Was for the map. I don't watch them back.
Roll, Katie, so you can get her back.
Yeah. Well, Denise now logged in, so the question that we had can be answered. It's fantastic. Oh, yeah, come here. Diane, my mom's here.
Hi.
Everyone say hi to Kathy.
Hello.
Did you get the backing figured out on your shirt?
Yeah, I had it on. I had it on. Yeah, I did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love my shirt, by the way.
Oh, Jean Marie says she loves it. And Lila's wearing hers too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's so fun to see you guys wearing them.
I had mine on yesterday, so.
Do you want to pull?
I will put mine on.
Pull some out. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Look at her. She's going, are we going to see the special surprise thing that you were talking about?
Yeah, my mom brought it. So we're having a big Black Friday surprise. My mom brought many of them. Anyway, you guys, so we're going to show it to you. How about we do that at the end? We'll do the discussion. Then you can pull it out.
Suitcase.
So last 15 minutes, I'll show you guys all.
Oh!
Don't you love me?
What a tease! What a tease!
She is.
There's like all this brimming power in my hands. Just kidding.
She loves doing it.
I do. And you love that I do it. Oh, here's Sushmita. Oh, we were just about to like dive in, but she hasn't read it yet.
Did we lose
Oh.
Laurie again?
Yeah, did Lori leave? Oh, I swear it was like 2 a.m. for Lori last time. I thought she was in the UK. Hello, Sushmita.
Hey, how are you?
Hello.
We also
Congratulations. And I cut my hair short and I colored it kind of like you, I think. Now I have color. I have highlights now like yours.
Oh, I want to see. Oh, yeah, I can tell. That looks awesome. I know, highlights are so fun. I love highlights. It's a fun way to mix it up. It looks so
And
fun.
I've never had short curly hair, so this is the first one. I was telling my friends, since I haven't had this short hair since 3rd grade, so it's been
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Sushmita, how are you? How have you been?
Good.
Sounds like you've been busy.
A little crazy. This month has been like all about Indian festivals. So we've been like dancing and celebrating with the community. It's been a lot of fun. So
that's the best reason to come here.
Diwali coming up this month, October 24th. So yeah, it's a lot of celebrating this month.
Oh, you'll have to share pictures in the witchery. I love Diwali. I'd love to see you too.
We actually have great pictures from our dancing, the Dasara Garba night. So I got together like 22 families in the community, and we all were dancing. It was so fun. You know, we all got dressed up.
Love it. I want to see pictures for sure. Put them in the witchery. That'd be really fun. I know people have loved it in the past when you've done that.
Okay.
That's awesome. Well, we're just.
Why is Layla upside down?
I thought I'd mix it up a bit.
Nope, we lost power.
It seems right.
It's on her head.
Don't ask.
Oh, Denise is back. Denise, can you hear us?
Okay. Call the number by the phone. Okay.
We can hear you, Denise.
Okay, bye.
Awesome. Lila, are you righted?
Yep, I'm good now. I needed my hands.
She got her snacks. Okay.
Snacks.
My cake and strawberries. I'll just hold you between my feet.
Right. All right. We've got Wolfgang fed, so we got to get going before she gets hungry again. All right. So these are the big level questions. The first. Okay. Let's just get this over with. But Sushmita's here, so I don't want to spoil it because you haven't read it, right, Sushmita? Okay, then I won't do that one. The question I'm gonna ask.
Oh, geez.
Go ahead and yell at me for the ending, but we'll do that after Sushmita's here. That's about where I'm gonna start. Yeah, we'll do that after. So no, that one's coming. Let's see. My first question then, well, my second question, but we'll go to it second first, is what is your favorite scene in the whole book?
Oh gosh.
Oh, boy.
Just one.
Ooh, hard.
Oh my God.
I have one.
All of you are in pain.
Okay, good.
Go for it, Jean Marie.
I think my favorite scene is with Bianca sitting with Martin, and she's like, he's talking to her and he's telling her about the trust and how she can do it, and
Oh, like in the
just
middle of
kind
the
of
book, right?
yeah, so just kind of encouraging her. And I mean, I love the scene at the end with them too, where he just lets her cry it out. But I just think that that's a really moving moment with a granddaughter and a grandfather, and it's kind of special.
That's a good one.
And she used that information later, so.
Yes, she did. She
Yep.
actually listened.
Yeah. Don't you love that she went to him after that scene
Yeah.
with Aldred? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, what? So that
Yeah.
scene with Aldred is so fun because he's right. Right?
Mhm. Yeah,
They're gonna kill me.
unfortunately.
And she even had to admit that.
She
Yeah.
does.
She don't want to.
Dang.
Does Aldred die in this book?
Oh, we're not going to tell you.
Oh,
We're not gonna tell you.
spoilers.
Not gonna tell you.
We're not going to tell you.
Mm-mm.
That is a pretty great part though, when like her arch nemesis actually has truth, and that's going to be important for Bianca because she has to realize that everyone can teach us something, right? Even if we don't really like them. Like, I just think that's one of those those things that like you have to learn when you're younger. But that was one of the funnest scenes to write, and my beta readers were like, "Oh, I hate him, but this was good."
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Me too.
Like you love to hate him and you hate that
Mhm.
he was right. Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. What else? Anyone else? What's your favorite scene?
God, favorite.
Or
Well,
what's a
Well, I
great
don't know about, yeah, I don't know about favorite because that's too hard for me.
Fair.
But I really had fun with and I can't say too much, with the scene where they woo and I'm like, woo, and you know,
Layla,
Anywhere.
That's really half the book. So
No, I got you, Lila. Because there's burning and there's cold and there's flying, right?
that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. It's like, oh my
well-
God, oh, ah, you
You
know.
should do every book club like this.
if I sound,
It's like charades, right?
I got the feeling Bianca went on a ride on one of the dragons or something.
Oh my gosh, you should do a game where Lila acts out a scene. Someone has to tell us what it is.
oh, that would not.
That would be funny.
So
Oh, Andy doesn't realize
Let's
we're
just
here
say,
now.
Andy just sent a message.
oh,
Can someone tell her we're here? She doesn't
Yep.
realize we're here.
Yeah.
I think I might have it pulled up. Is someone else already doing it?
Oh, she says, hi, how was, she doesn't
Yeah,
know
she
we're
doesn't
here.
realize. Yeah, she doesn't realize we're here.
Silly Andy.
Does Terry know we're here?
I was gonna say we missed Terry this morning.
I don't know who. Let me log into the launch team just really quick and see if anyone else commented. Club tonight.
Excuse me.
All of you.
Because ever since
everybody.
we broke, ever since we broke Terry's hearing aids from all our pinging,
Oh,
He,
I was like, what? You broke his ear.
his hearing aids.
I sent the link so Andy can hop on. Okay, so Lila's was the woo and the whoo and the brr. Okay, got it. I love
Could be
it. That was
anything.
fun. That was a really good one. I have deeper questions about that. We'll go to that later. Anyone else?
Oh,
I
Well,
was just trying to find out
oh,
all my little
go
things
ahead.
I underlined.
Oh, you're going to you underlined, is that what you said?
Oh yeah, through the book I was like, okay, I gotta underline that one.
Oh yeah, I'd be super interested to know what people underline. That'd be interesting.
There
What were
was
you
there
gonna
was
say,
one
Diane?
quote I liked, and I think it was
oh.
I think Martin had said that, and he said, Mildred shows in your personality every day.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are we doing spoilers?
We're trying not to do too many right now
because we got Sushmita for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little behind.
Ready.
You should
I
have
was-
seen what.
Okay,
We-
we'll,
Between
We
we'll
just
go
having
spoiler
Bella,
free
like,
for 10 more minutes.
these scenes, and then we're trying to guess what's happening.
Oh, okay. It says between Michaela's doctors and my dad's doctors, I was sitting at the office today because it was the doctor's appointment with my dad, and I was reading. And I swear, it's not, the book is not boring. The book is amazing.
No
And I'm
way.
on chapter 13. And then when I realized, I was like, what? Just, I noticed because I've fallen asleep because they always have, in the waiting rooms, TVs with
Mhm.
whatever show, and they had changed the show. I don't know how long I slept in that doctor's office waiting for her appointment.
Oh, I'm sorry. You had to
I do
wait
that
so long
too.
till you fell asleep.
Ugh. But it's frustrating because I want to keep on reading, and then Michaela wakes up in the middle of the morning, in the madrugada, in the wee hours of the morning, and I
Even-
take out the iPad and I put it on the side, and I'm like reading, and then again,
Yeah.
So have you not
Ah.
finished it? Have you
Yeah.
not finished?
no,
Oh,
can you believe I
man.
haven't finished it yet?
Well, maybe
That's
the
what
thing I'm going to
telling
say
you.
might, I don't know. I
Well,
don't know whether.
we'll do just generalities for 10 more minutes and then we're going full spoiler. So because
Right.
we love you.
I have to.
But at some point we got to discuss.
And
Yeah,
even
no,
I
you know
sleep
what?
sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, mine
Yeah.
won't tell anything, but it'll be something that they won't. I don't want them to expect. Not to expect it.
Okay.
'Cause there's a
Mine
surprise.
are-
I just wanted to pop in and say hi.
I'm so glad you
And
did.
thank you for keep praying
Hi.
because we
Always.
had good news today. My dad's cancer is contained, so
Oh, amen.
they can give him medicine to suppress the male hormone
Mhm.
and keep it inside, boxed in. And
Good.
the doctor said that if we manage it correctly, he will probably die of something else. Not the cancer.
yay.
Oh, good.
So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wanted to
wow.
share that. And
Oh, wow,
then
that's
Nikki's
great.
news is great. She's doing fine.
Good.
There are a few anomalies, but she's okay, and she's gonna be okay. So yay!
Oh, yay, Andy. I'm so glad you came on to share that. That makes me feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And I miss you guys. Today I was thinking while I was in my appointment at 10, I was like, coffee. And I was like, I was just like, but I couldn't because it was a one thing. So
Get it. We'll be here tomorrow
But
night.
anyway, tomorrow night?
Yeah.
All right. I will try
Yeah,
to
I
read as
can't
much
come
as I can
tomorrow.
for tomorrow.
We're hanging out so Diane could come.
Yeah.
Yay.
I can't come tomorrow.
Mm. Well, it was nice seeing you guys. Discuss,
Thanks, Andy.
enjoy,
All right, bye. We love
See
you.
ya,
and
Andy.
squeal because I'm sure you're going to be squealing a lot.
Yeah.
Squealing may not be the word, Andy.
Maybe cursing.
Well,
like-
from what I've read, I've squealed a few times and a few others.
Oh,
So,
you're only halfway through.
yeah. But every time Merrick comes on, I'm like, oh, Merrick.
You get near. Oh, I know. I loved all the scenes with Bianca and Merrick. I'm like,
There
Oh,
were some
yeah.
really good ones in this.
And
one.
every time he's like, oh, my little troublemaker. I'm like, yeah, I've got to.
after you finish, I want to hear your comment. That's the same as mine.
Right?
All right,
All
guys,
right,
have
okay,
fun.
Andy, thank you.
Enjoy.
Hey, Andy.
Bye, Andy.
Diane, you said you wanted to wait on yours, on
Well,
on a good scene.
It's something that happens that I don't know whether it won't give anything away exactly, but it was a surprise. So I don't know whether I should say it or not.
All right, well, we got 5 minutes till we're opening it up to non-spoilers. Does anyone else have a scene that they liked? Maybe not a favorite, but a scene. Oh, Debbie.
When, okay, there's no way around this, is when Matthias gives her the,
Oh,
Oh, yes. Oh,
I
yes.
love
The-
that.
Oh,
I
yes.
got all the chills and all the
Oh,
feels, and I was just like,
I loved
I
that.
was
Oh, yes.
fangirling all over the place. Yeah.
that moment.
That was a big one.
Yeah, that was great.
That was the arrival.
And what he said to her too.
Right.
It gets even better in the finales because you see it from Derek's perspective,
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
right, Kim?
Yep.
Debbie, right? Debbie, you've read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even better. I think in the finales when you see the final battle scene, I rewrite from Derek's perspective. Lila's like, yes, I forgot Lila's listened. Debbie, Kim, and Lila are my checkers now, so they're my final wave before the launch team gets it to make sure everything's squeaky clean. But I rewrite starting with the initial surge in Leadham Wood. Starting there is where Derek's story starts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
Oh.
it goes through to the end after a body has been taken care of. So you'll get to see it all from his perspective. So that moment with Matthias, so cool. Because Derek now has
Is the finales like a collection of stories though?
yeah, so it's a bunch of new novellas in one. So it's like 75,000 words.
Oh wow.
It's all it's basically the ending of War of the Gods from the perspective of other characters. So you go to the north with Regina and Derek. Regina's story starts basically when Regina's story ends. When Regina ends, Regina's story in the novellas picks up. Baxter. Yeah. We can't talk about Baxter till you're gone.
My co-Baxter person is on here.
Yeah.
Yay!
Baxter has the biggest story in the finales because he has like
Yeah,
a
he's
biggest
got a
role, right?
role.
He needs
Yes.
it.
His story is so amazing.
You guys be prepared for the finales because, yeah.
So
it's-
good.
Yeah.
Tissue
When I
alert.
realized what I had to do, I was like, what? I don't know if I could do that. It took
What
me
was
time.
that?
It was big. And then so it goes Baxter, Regina, Derek, Lita, Hiddleston, Ava, Priscilla, Alina. Did I miss it?
Okay.
They all get individual stories that wrap everything up. So this is not all of the novellas you've read before. This is all new stories.
It's like the supporting cast.
It is. It's like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
like it ties up the supporting cast. And so
Leanne and Jean Marie, you will love Baxter even more.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't
love
normally.
me, Baxter.
Yes, I like he's my fave. But I don't normally read the little blurbs that you put
oh yeah.
because I don't
Yeah.
want to spoil anything for the book, right? And
Okay.
then sometimes because I read so many different books, what I'll do is I'll read those stupid little blurbs and then I'll go to start the book again and go, oh, I've already read that, and then put it down, and because I forget, right? Especially
Yeah.
if there's any length of time
Yeah.
that comes out between them. So I try not to read the blurbs so that I don't do that.
Yeah.
But I did read the little blurb about Baxter because it was Baxter and I had to. And and I had to. And I was like, oh, now I need to know what's going on.
That's a good one.
Same way.
All right, we got one more minute and then we're going full spoiler.
Okay.
What were you gonna say, Leanne?
I'm the same way as Jean Marie. I don't, if there's like, hey, read ahead and it's the first chapter,
Yeah.
I generally don't. And it's just and it's not that I won't pick it up, but I will sit there and go, no, because just no. I usually don't. But you know, Baxter was there, so of course I read it.
I had to read it. It was Baxter.
So
was
wait,
Baxter.
that's super interesting. Does anyone here actually read the sneak peeks at the end?
I do.
I
Okay.
do.
And let me tell you, that sneak peek had more questions. Every time I read a sentence, it was like more questions. I was like, what?
The email you sent me last week, man, I was dying.
I was like,
On
what?
Monday. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
I feel like I need to get my mug and my hat out, guys.
Oh, no, no,
There's
no,
a
no,
lot
no,
of
no, no, no.
Baxter
There's two
love,
against
and
one
I feel
tonight.
like
Wait, let's answer
necessary.
Sushmita because we're about to go full spoiler and then we'll go there, Garrett.
Oh, she's got her son of a glass shirt
Okay,
on.
so my quick request is I want you to read like the first 2 sentences or something from War of the Gods to get me started.
Okay, let me pull it up.
Oh,
We can do this. I gotta find out my computer. Okay. The start is so good.
An evil laugh.
I forgot it.
That's great.
Okay. All right, Sushmita, I'm going to give you the first 5 paragraphs. Chapter 1. The voice of the forest called to me. They harm the children. I stood on a branch as wide as my cottage, head tilted back to peer into a bright upper canopy. Children? What children? Thick moss lay under my feet in an emerald carpet, washed with shoots of electric green. Curlicue vines supported a rainbow of differently colored flowers, the tiny buds small as pebbles. A thin vine grew, looped around my ankle. The tree spoke again. They harm the children. I'm going to leave it right there.
That's a good one. That gave me, like, chills.
Wow.
It gave me chills the whole time. I mean, it's just, yeah, it sounds amazing. It
You
gave
just
me
like
chills.
step off a cliff when you start, right? Oh, I love it. Sushmita, it was so good to see you. You're welcome to
Thank
stay
you.
on.
Nice to see
but
you.
We'll get
Bye.
spoiled.
See you. Nice to see
Bye.
you.
Oh, bye. We miss you. Oh, and it looks like Lori's back. Lori, I hope all is well over there. All right, Diane, let's hear your.
I was just gonna say, I like fairies, so when the fairies came, I was so excited. And they were poking them in the eye and stuff. I'm like, yes.
Stab him with the little knife.
And she recognized the one fairy that she helped.
Dafina.
Yes.
Dafina is back. There's
that's-
another
and
fairy in Molly's.
Because I was actually asking, that was one of my requests. Story requests was more about the fairies. So
Yeah, I saw
it
that.
was great.
I went through the
Yeah.
request sheet and organized all of them. It was very interesting, actually. I think Wolfgang got more requests than anyone.
Oh. And I'm Wolfgang for one of the questions. So.
Anyone else want to talk about a scene now that we're doing full spoilers that you loved?
I really like the end, the fight at the end.
Which
The
one?
all the forests and animals and everything else coming in, and and then he's fighting her with lightning, and the forest is yanking her this way and that way to get her out of there, and she's got all the power of the goddess and so on and so forth. Like I don't know, that was me.
I know it was such an intense. That battle scene was like huge.
Oh,
When you look
it
at my
was
writing
exhausting.
software, it took up like a third of the book. I was like, gosh, that's big. I'm gonna need that. Yeah, what did you guys think of the progression of Bianca's magic?
Mwah. It's
I was
perfect.
to say that
I liked it.
it was just that it was so not gradual, because some of it she did get kind of fast, but even that she wasn't aware of what she could do.
Yeah.
So I didn't really feel like it was all that it was gradually given it to her. She just slowly learned what she was capable of.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's yes.
Yeah,
Very,
that's what I
very
think.
true.
Yeah.
Like
Because it was always there, right?
Yeah.
She just
Yeah,
had
that's
to
what I.
realize that it was there and what it was entirely.
So that's what the
Oh,
trust
really?
thing was about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once she started letting go,
I was gonna say she
Yes.
decided that they could fight for
that was
themselves.
the biggest thing was when she started letting go. She was like, oh,
Yeah.
now I get it. It's kind of like when you realize your mom's been right all your life. In your midpoint, she at that midpoint, and you go, oh, now I get it. And we see the light bulb going off in her head going, oh, okay. So that was really neat to see that she realized, hey, you know what? I don't have to control everything. She can go and trust. And that was the biggest thing.
Yeah. What were you
Watching
gonna say, Debbie?
when you're talking about that, when she's letting them do their thing and they're at the castle, and she's just like tells the forest to take care of the demigods coming outside, and Matthias is like, they listen to you? Yeah.
You know who's my favorite? Talmond, the head of Guardians. When she's like, tell everyone to retreat. He's like, do what? Like, just trust me.
When she called the dragons, he's going. She said, "What?
What did she say? What did she say?" Like the whole book, he was just like, I don't know what to do with her.
Yeah. Well, he left at one point. He's like, I'm leaving you guys to handle it when he left.
That's what you'll love Derek's views in the finales.
Derek has his own letting go to do.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm happy that you guys recognized and liked that like progression for Bianca, because I mean, I think we can all respect that she wants to protect what means most to her, right? But she started holding the forest back. The forest, like, we got
Yeah.
this. No, you don't. We got this, like, sister. And then it actually gets an amulet, right? She's like, well, shoot. Okay, what was I thinking? I love that.
I really felt like, sorry.
Go ahead, Lila.
I really felt like this book, out of all the others, it's kind of like everything you've written about Bianca came and just coalesced into this book. It's like it's all been ready for War of the Gods, for her to just go. It's just, yeah.
Oh, I love hearing
Love
that.
it.
It's like I planned it, because you know I didn't.
No.
I can't even lie, right? Like,
Bianca planned it, right?
you know there was
She
no
didn't
plan.
even know.
She didn't know either.
None of us
It's
do,
definitely
right?
Day of Silver. Definitely
If you
Day
guys
of
saw
Silver.
my Facebook post today, you'll appreciate that even more. None of us know what we're doing. Oh, Garrett's
I
on.
think it was
Video's up.
kind of like when she
Oh!
went to, you
Go
know,
ahead, Kim, and
your four short the prequels.
Yeah.
It showed her growth when she went back to the school.
Yeah.
I mean, that even showed the growth there.
Yeah.
That she could see those changes.
Well, now I feel like that you've read War of the Gods, you can see why that moment at the school was so pivotal, right? Like,
Right.
it still is there. Like, at some point, Bianca has to reckon with this. And that was originally the first scene for War of the Gods. But I was like, no, this can't be the first scene. This, like, takes it, like, it just took it a whole different way. So I was glad to kind of put it up as a different short story. Garrett, what did you want to say?
See, turning the video on is like raising my hand.
It is. Oh, Garrett's arrived, y'all.
Brace yourself.
Anyways.
He's
Eric. Team Eric.
No.
Leanne might have missed that, Garrett.
Yeah, hold
Put
on,
your
I
head again.
got my picture. All right, one more time.
And I might have missed this, but what happened to the amulets when the trees took it? Where did they take it? Did they take it to that god? Did they?
They gave it to Galos.
Galos.
Yeah, they did give it to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Dip your head
Okay,
one more time.
that's-
Leanne did not see.
Yeah. Do it one more time.
What'd you?
Leanne did not see your hat.
Yeah, I
That
know.
was a great
There's just
eyeball.
two of us today.
You are insufferable, Garrett.
He has her
That's
Son
why
of a
we
God
love you.
t-shirt on. So
I know, Jean
Do you
Marie.
have my son of a God?
I could go get my pink shirt on. I'm just saying.
No,
Don't you threaten us with a good time.
except for I've lost like 35 pounds now or whatever the hell it is. So it really, it's like a dress now.
He says,
So it's a
happily.
pink dress on me.
Like, that's my 4-year-old, Garrett. What? That's awesome. So we talked about scenes that you guys liked. Let's go ahead and just start yelling at me for the ending.
Well, first, I wanted to talk to you about the school.
Oh, okay.
Since we were talking about that, I just wanted to recognize the way you write, is because when I was reading that, I felt all of her anxiety, and that's not just fluff.
Yeah.
It's like this one kept you going, okay, now we're scared, we're gonna go. But I mean, I really felt how she felt.
Oh,
So that says a lot to you.
oh, thank you.
I mean, not just my blubbering over emotional things. I mean, I really was like, I almost need to lay down.
So you're telling me that I give you anxiety?
Yes, ma'am.
near the end of the book, I was in anxiety.
Right. I was
fair.
trying to be nice about it, Katie.
It's okay. My husband says that to me all the time. You give me anxiety.
That,
It's a healthy anxiety, though, isn't it? It's a healthy one. It's an outlet.
Go.
In a good
Yourself
way.
out, Lila.
Katie's quite an outlet.
I'm glad though that it transports you. I mean, even maybe if that anxiety is not so good, I'm happy that the writing is there for you, because that's what the books are here for, you know. And especially on a tough one like that. That was a tough one, because you just know how loaded that moment of reconciliation is. And I love that Priscilla is like, trust me.
Yeah, I like that
And
part.
she's
Yeah.
like transformed the whole place to a home. So that
Yeah.
I loved that. Yeah. So did you think Merrick had actually died? That's the question.
No.
I was
No.
never going to read your
No.
books again.
I know. It's true. I was like,
You're-
there's
What did you
no
think
way
of that,
he would've
Merrick?
killed off Merrick.
Did you think he
No
died?
way. Although
Garrett's still mad at me.
I was holding my breath. I was holding my breath the whole time. And when she fell, when she went, I'm like, please, something happened. Something got to happen.
Like, I
You're
know,
holding your breath.
Honestly, I was scared it was Derek.
I will
You're-
say I was a little concerned it was going to be Derek, but then I was like,
Oh.
no,
Yeah, I was
no,
a little
because he's
worried
in
about
the
that one.
finales. So I
Oh.
did have a little moment of panic, and I'm going, no, it's not Derek. So, you know, but I am not surprised it was Matthias.
yes.
you weren't
And
surprised.
I cried. Oh my
No.
God. I
Aw.
cried like
I
for
cried.
the whole end of the book, just about.
Yeah.
So,
Although-
but yeah, no. And I knew Nico was dead too. The minute
Oh,
beyond
you did you?
Yeah.
Don't
woods,
even.
I'm like, he's so
Mm.
dead.
I had
He's
no
so
idea.
I didn't know until the wreaths and all that. So
Yeah,
no.
I had no
I
idea.
thought
And then
it
I
was the minute
looked.
he
I'm like,
put him
oh,
there.
he's dead.
The minute he said he was in the forest, I knew she was killing him, and I was
Yeah,
like,
me too. Me too.
So
My
here's
nostrils
my
flared.
thing.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Garrett.
So I told you this the other day. I was doing a lot of cussing and swearing at Katie in my car as I'm listening to this. Just like, I'm surprised she couldn't hear me or feel the angry vibes coming at her when I was thinking that she killed Merrick. And then I turned around and I'm like, this is my fault. All the shit I have given to Jean Marie, this is my fault.
Payback.
So there you go, Jean Marie. You had
Yes,
me
thanks,
going.
Katie.
I thought of you while I was reading the book.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
Oh.
hilarious.
That is so fun. That makes my night. Jean Marie's like, I hope you stewed in it.
Yeah.
good thing he didn't
Yep.
wreck.
I would have felt a little bad about that. Yeah. So I really was like, they're not going to actually think it's Merrick. Right. So the surprise wasn't like, oh, it's not Merrick. It was more of who it was.
Who
And
it was.
originally I thought of having it be Nico, but it just didn't work. It just didn't fit. And then I was like, what was I thinking? It was supposed to be Matthias, right? Like
Oh.
from the beginning.
The Tauntes looked over at Merrick, looked at her and looked over at Merrick. And then he said, I'm going to make you, I'm going to let you live and make you suffer. So that's why.
Well, I wanted you to think it was Merrick.
Yeah.
I want
Dang
and it was
you.
supposed to be. Like, I wanted you to think that, but
I'm like, no.
I was like, they're not going to believe I would kill Merrick after all I put them through in the Forgotten Gods.
Right.
Yes.
I would lose my career. Like if I had killed Merrick, like you would never.
Yeah.
You would be alone at Coffee with Katie.
It would be, my coffee shop would close. Anyway, so it was more just that Matthias like stepped into it, and it was like, oh yeah, it needs to be Matthias. Now Roggenwald is going to be interesting. I was like, really? Roggenwald? That's who's taking over? So Roggenwald is the next head of protectors.
I got a
love
question
that.
about the head of protectors.
Yeah.
Can Merritt technically take over at some point as head of protectors, even though he's from the north? Or does that boot him out because he's from a different network?
I guess we'll have to see.
Oh.
Wait, where did?
Thanks.
Well, you just never know what the leadership of the Central Network is going to do, frankly. Because if Scarlett's in charge and she's willing to go against basic tradition, I could see that happening. But I don't think Merrick is ready yet.
Oh, I missed that part because the video all froze up, so I went off.
You're fine. Garrett just asked if Merrick would ever be able to be head of protectors because he's not technically from the Central Network.
Oh,
And I said, we'll just have to see who's ruling at that time. Like, I don't know. Who knows? I don't plan anything.
I was surprised though about. Am I in the right book?
You're,
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Am I in the right
I'm
book?
a little careful because I'm like,
You say it and we'll
okay,
tell you.
finales.
wait, she might be
Martin?
talking about the finales though.
I know.
Oh,
About Martin, he with
Uh,
at the end.
No, Martin becomes the new high priest.
Yeah, okay,
So
good.
that's
Okay.
what
Fine.
I'm in the right book.
you're in the right book, yeah.
You're good.
So,
Yeah,
you're
because
all
Martin,
good.
Martin is
I was
not
doing
in the
the same
finale.
thing, Lila. I was like,
No.
okay, was that in War of the Gods or was that?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Because I'm noticing Kim's being a lot quieter too, and
Yeah.
you're seeing her face going, should I say that? Because I'm going, I'm with you, Kim. I'm with you.
Well, I'm trying to think.
Well, I love that with
There's no
Martin
big
because
reveals, though. There's no big reveals in the finales, right? Except for in Baxter's, maybe. But
Yeah,
it's
only in Baxter's, I
so
think.
emotional though. Like it's
Yeah.
so
Oh.
I mean, everyone knows the end state, but
Yeah.
it's how,
Yeah.
how these
It's
characters
just the
get-
stories
Well, Regina
so-
has Regina has some secrets, but
Yeah.
anyway. But
Well,
really,
what about the sneak peek you stuck at the end? That's got a lot of, what the heck?
that's what I'm saying. Baxter and Regina have some secrets, but the rest of them take place with the battle. Like,
So was that sneak peek part of Baxter's?
mhm.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That was Baxter's
Well,
first. Like,
what with the Martin thing though, I actually didn't. So when it happened, I didn't actually see it coming. I was just like, oh, I wouldn't have thought.
really?
Yeah, it never occurred to me that I was just like,
Yeah, me either.
huh,
I liked
huh.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I thought it was
liked
beautiful
it.
because of it too. You know, I thought it was lovely because it wasn't obvious to me anyway. Because I suppose I hadn't really been thinking about it, but you know, I'd be too
That's
busy
good.
going,
I'm glad it could kind of take you by surprise, and then that you loved the surprise. That makes me happy.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's no preparation that I do for that, right? Like I don't foreshadow Martin at all as high priest, and so that's probably why. Like I
No, because we all thought
totally
he was going to
foreshadowed-
die.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did that on purpose, but I
Yeah.
totally foreshadowed.
She let us talk for weeks about him being dead.
That's why she didn't kill
Guys,
him.
I was totally encouraging you to think Martin was dead. I was even saying, I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. Martin it's gonna be okay. Right? Like they
We
think
had-
Martin's
we
gonna
had a
die,
little-
we'll just lean into that, and then we'll kill Nico.
We had a little chat, the one that had to pre-read read the War of the Gods, and that's what we're like. We thought for sure you were going to kill Martin. I know, I wanted you to think that.
I know. I encouraged that. You just never know. You guys give me everything. The coffee with Katie calls. I know exactly what you're thinking. So I know what not
Damn.
to do.
Damn. We gotta start making her question.
I'm too transparent. I can't.
I can't. I'm not even.
Oh, I've definitely got a poker face. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right.
All right. So I'm glad
Okay.
that. Was there? Oh, did you have a question, Deb?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
I'm laughing at Lila and her poker face.
No.
She doesn't have one.
Was there anything else that surprised you in the book?
When Aldred died, I will admit that when we found out that Nico died, I kind of like choked up a little bit and I was like crying, and then I was like, oh no, and then we found out that Alfred died and I was like, oh, that's too bad.
Right? That's
I was like, oh, that's bad, but oh yeah, okay, I did like you anyways.
Well, that's fine.
I give you that he grew on me on this book. You know, like you said, you know, when he had the conversations with Bianca, and you know, he was right, and so on and so forth. He grew on me a little bit in this book. And then you killed
Yeah.
him. So way to go.
Not enough to make me care that he died.
Way to go.
wait till you
Before
read the
that
next
too.
one.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
before
just gonna
that
say,
too, when
Debbie, yeah.
Go ahead, Lila.
before that too, you remember when he had actually admitted to Derek that, oh, this is actually a really big job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He never
this is
realized
bigger
the
than
weight
me.
of it too.
Mhm.
So, you know, he did admit that to Derek as
Yeah.
well, even though he
And
begrudgingly
don't you
did
love
it.
Derek's reaction? Like, really?
Didn't he kind of like laugh?
Yeah.
Like you've been in, oh, he was like, you've been in power for 12 hours or something like that.
Yeah. It was stressing out already.
I loved Derek's reaction to Aldred. Writing that scene was awesome because I literally just pictured my husband. I can write this so easy because this is exactly what Jordan would say. And he would just be like, I'm out. Like, this is not mine. I'm out of here. And that's exactly what Derek did. It was my favorite. That's why I like Derek. He's just my husband.
But that's why finales are so great. It really was a good book to write.
So in the finales, Lita Hiddleston and Ava have a story together, and it covers Aldred's death.
Oh, okay.
So Lita shows up with an amulet at the end, like the final amulet.
Right.
And all four of them, and Tyson, the protector hopeful that's mentioned a few times, is also in there. So there's like 5 of them in Scarlet's office fighting the demigods. It's the process of how they get that amulet and take it over. It was funny because I was writing War of the Gods, and literally like Merrick just showed up on the page and was like, Lita just showed up with an amulet, and I was like, oh, good job, Lita. How? There was like a moment of panic. Like, what? It was that
What are you
moment.
doing here?
Yeah, it was that moment that I was like, I have to write another book.
Wait a minute. Lita killed a demigod? Wait, what?
It was Lita showing up with an amulet that I was like, I have a whole nother book to write. And then I was like, no, I have a lot of them. Because then I was like, I have to explain Regina. And then I got to the point at the very, towards the end when Baxter just says to Bianca, like, I found it. I was like, oh no, I have a lot more to write. So it was actually Lita. This is just when I was first drafting. So I was just getting all the ideas out. That's when I was like, oh no, there's more. And
because it's not just him saying it, it's like the way, obviously it's you talking, the way he said it, very exasperated, very like he was hanging on.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh no, what did he do? Like, I had to figure this all out. And then it came to me and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like I planned it the whole time and I didn't at all. Like, just so you know, I'm going to be totally transparent. I did not plan that at all. Anyway, but you'll find out when we have,
you really shouldn't tell us that. Just tell us, oh yeah, I planned all of this out. Look at how smart I am.
I think it makes it more wonderful because you guys understand that this has nothing to do with me. Like, this whole writer.
That's the magic. It's the magic. And I think it shows your ability, like Bianca, to let go of the reins enough that you allow the story, like the forest, to look after itself.
It's getting out of the way of the story is what I call it. Like, I just have to get out of the way and let the story come, which is the magic. That's why it's important you guys know this. Like, when I tie this together, it is not me. I'm serious. Like,
but you're so good at pulling all the bits that
I
come
do
to
have
you
talent
together.
and skill and like being able to put all together and predict and like know that I need to do something. I'm not trying to take that away. But like the whole Bianca is Mildred and Martin's grandchild, that whole thing happened like as I was writing War of the Networks. Like, I didn't know before then. Like, seriously. Like, that's like kind of a pivotal time to know. But then it just happened to work out that I could swing it when like Kelsey and I were talking about it one day. So I actually think that's really important for you guys to appreciate, because that means it really is magic, like from the beginning, because sometimes these things work out and I'm like, it's like I've known, it's like the story existed in a previous life and I knew them then and I'm rediscovering them now. Like, they're coming back. It's so cool. And I just get out of the way and the coolest things happen. The sword maker, you guys, I can't even. It's like so next level.
No, I'm so excited.
Isn't that world is myth?
The what?
What you're talking about? Like world is myth type thing, like where all stories are actually part of another universe or whatever, and writers just tell bring them into their universe, world, whatever, but it actually happened type thing.
I
Anyways.
sincerely hope so, because damn it, Freedom Wood better be real. Somewhere.
Real to us.
Well, thank
It's real
God
to
that other
us.
universe didn't kill Merrick too.
Oh, good. They have taste there too. That's awesome.
Well, I did think of another scene while you were talking. The one where after Matthias dies, then Derek gets hugged, consoled by Regina, and and Bianca realizes she needs, she does need him, sees why. So I thought that was really.
I wasn't sure if that was the moment or not, but then I couldn't take it away, right? I was like, what other moment, if not this one, for Bianca to realize I can't be everything for him, like, because he just lost Matthias and he didn't lose Bianca, so I think for Bianca's growth, that was the most pivotal moment. And I felt the truth of that when two of my beta readers said there was no better spot for this than right here. And I was like, oh, it's like you knew.
That was good.
I needed to know that, Yeah, but it'll be interesting as Regina and Bianca move forward. I'm excited. Let me understand. There's thoughts. Okay, what else? Let's see. I have lots.
What was your first question?
Yeah, you had, yeah.
Yeah.
My first was get mad at me for the ending.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, that's Debbie actually inspired that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's all good. I have nothing wrong with that. It's all good. That's all I have to say. It's all good. Oh, I did want to mention, thanks to everyone's feedback, I went back through, so you may not have gotten this or not, I'm not sure, but we added a note about why Prana doesn't show up.
Oh, you did? Oh, you did.
And I recorded a section and we put it into the audiobook in the finale. So maybe I put it in the finales. No, War of the Gods, I put a single line. It was a question. It was the question that in the questions, I was like, you probably have a lot of questions now. And the final question is, why isn't Prana in the story? So I added that one. And then in the finales, I have a separate, just like quick note at the end of the finales that says, hey, I know there are some things that weren't resolved and this is why, and it's coming soon. And then I recorded it really fast and sent it to Arthur because he was doing the audiobook beautification this weekend. So I got that in thanks to your feedback. So I think it won't be such a gaping hole of why didn't Prana ever show up? There was opportunity. And I just explained like whatever, I wasn't ready to make those decisions because those decisions have huge impacts on future series. But I do, it's such a problem. Gay loss, you guys. So
Prana keeps on showing up.
So
Galos
and Ignis
caused this mess.
So Galos and Ignis, and I want to do these short stories where the gods and the goddesses come together with all this, and you guys can see it from their perspective. Because aside from Wolfgang, the other biggest reader request was more of the gods and goddesses. So I want to wrap the network saga up from their point of view. So I'm going to take it as a reader request because I had so many reader requests about gods and goddesses, and there's going to be so many more after War of the Gods, right? So I think after the Merrick one we're doing right now, I'm going to do the scenes when Galos is actually destroying the amulets and what is keeping Ignis so busy. Because remember in the fire, Ignis was like, I can't come right now. And she's like, what are you doing?
It's like, how come he never showed up?
Yeah, and then you'll see more in the finales. Ignis ain't doing so great, right? So then you can kind of figure out, like, then you guys can see what's going on for the gods and goddesses because it sets up for this idea that I have down the road.
And whatever happened, Ventus was kind of disappeared at the end too.
Well, no.
That was close. Wrong book.
Did I make
you will have plenty of time with Ventus.
Yeah.
You're correct. He did. Yep.
Yeah, I was wondering that too, Debbie.
Yep.
Diane, sorry.
Your questions will be answered.
In the finales?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So in Baxter's story, you go with Baxter to how he finds Nicomedianthicus and then helps distract people. So
Oh, yeah, we don't know where that was either.
Lila's dying.
Yeah. I think, Katie, isn't Baxter the biggest story of the
Yeah,
finales?
it's like 35,000 words or something.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
biggest,
wow.
it's almost half of the book. Yeah.
That's all.
And
But
then
Perfect.
it has to be. It has to be because
that's
it answers
awesome.
a lot of questions.
yeah, it really does.
Oh,
And it
God.
ties up stuff from the Forgotten
and
Gods that you don't
so
expect.
much
Is it
that
November
happens in-
yet? Because I really.
You know what's tough?
Debbie's like choking. She wants to say something.
So here's the thing, you guys. I'm in serious debate because Arthur is getting me the audiobook files on Tuesday. So it's done.
Oh.
We're ready.
I'm ready.
I know.
Ready.
I know. So part of me is like, should we just do it? But I
And
have
that's
to have.
one thing we haven't. You sent us the audio to check, but we haven't checked the ebook
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, okay, that's easy.
Oh, dang. Dang.
Oh, well,
We
yeah.
do that in like no time, right?
If the audiobook's okay, then the book is okay.
Yes, we stay up half the night, Diane. After we get the
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, we don't
I'm
have
sorry, I stay
anything.
up half the night. Debbie stays up all night.
We don't have anything, Kim. Come on now.
You know what I might be able to do?
Oh Lord.
See a brain ticking over there.
Oh,
Is
God.
this
Here we
Katie
go.
Math?
Katie math.
It
Yep, sure
is. So
brace yourselves.
I think we could launch the finales whenever in like a week. And then we could launch Martin the first week of November. And then I could write the Gods and Goddesses story and launch that in December. With
Oh, just add some more to your plate.
Oh,
Me.
I love
I
it.
love this idea.
Yes.
I'm only going to encourage you.
All the
I know, me too.
I don't think there's anybody on here that's not going to encourage
Oh
you.
yeah, you can tell me no.
right.
Well, I'm not
I
making
need
promises
answers.
tonight.
I need answers.
I'm not making promises tonight, but we might be able to pull that off. It's more a question of cash flow than anything. It's not, I can make all that happen. It's a question of, can my company support like moving revenue, right? So I have like anticipated revenue for November that comes from the finales.
Oh,
But if I can replace that revenue with a different launch, then it's totally fine. So really the question is, can I have a new book to put in place in December so that we could
I'm sure you
just
can.
launch the finales? Diane's like, yeah, you're fine.
You did.
You can.
No problem, Katie.
No problem.
Diane's like, I got this. You're fine.
Yeah, we caught it because we're gonna have
Just
the
jump up
crossword-
Hawk
we're
and
gonna have
Cora.
the crossword puzzle books.
That's right. And we'll have the crosswords.
Oh, yeah, we have this too.
We'll
Just
do
jump
the
up Hawk and Cora to December.
Well, Hawk and Cora,
Oh,
it's not jumping up. They're supposed to be out in December.
oh,
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
okay.
So that's
Diane, oh, okay. Wow, you're a tough crowd.
I'm the only one that would tell you no.
I mean, that's true. That's true. That's absolutely fair. I don't know. Let me think on it. I think it's doable, but I need to look before I'll decide. But that would be really fun to get you the finale sooner because it's done and I hate sitting on a finished product. Yeah, I sped it all up so I could have a longer like surgery recovery if I needed it, so that my pipeline was clean. But now we might as well take advantage of it. I will think on this. I'll let you know tomorrow night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, expect
Keep on
an answer.
convincing her tomorrow.
No pressure.
No pressure, but do it.
Make it happen.
Very much.
Two cheer.
Anything else you guys want to talk about before we close it out? You know, any other books that you want me to push forward?
There's other
Before the end of the
Your
year.
book was gonna show us.
Anyway,
What's the
what
one
about
that
those short
Debbie
stories?
always
What about-
asks for?
Oh, that's
The
right. You
audio
went,
for
you
High
went-
Priestess.
yeah, you went on the call earlier in the middle of the night. Sorry, first thing in the morning.
Middle of the day.
No, I was unfortunately having to deal with some stuff at work, so I missed the call today.
What was your
I
Work?
wasn't,
Oh.
yeah, I was working, so.
Oh no, I asked what was the story that Debbie always asked for.
High priestess?
Oh.
That's been
High
pushed back,
priestess.
pushed back. You know,
It's
maybe
well
push that one
underway.
forward.
Well, that's an audiobook though. So
She was
Oh,
partly
gotcha.
done on that one, right?
Yeah.
partly.
I forget when
I'm
she
like-
promised she'd give it out.
I'm on chapter 8 of 36 or something.
Ooh.
I was like, yay, I got through 8 chapters in 4 days. And then I was like, oh, gross, there's 36.
You wrote it. It's your own fault.
It's like 104,000 words, right? So it's going to be like 12 hours of audio or something like that.
Woohoo! That's
Wow.
huge, isn't it? Oh my God.
So that's like
I have to order that one.
That's like 16 to 18 hours of
Is
recording.
that a pre-order? Is that a pre-order?
Yeah,
That
it
I
is.
pre-ordered it in like May.
Oh, okay. Well, if we all pre-order it, then when do you want us to pre-order it so you can have the right revenue so we can have the other?
Well, we're looking at, if I move up this launch, we're looking at December's revenue is where they,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Christmas, Lila.
yeah, just for Christmas, that's all. But I think it would be okay because, and then I just have to make sure we can get Martin moved forward to November, the November slot is all. But like I
Yeah,
said, I
yeah.
don't think it'd be a big deal. I just have to look at it. We just might have to sacrifice you and me, but honestly, you and me might be able to make up the revenue too. So we'll see. Oh,
But 'cause-
actually,
And because your audios as well though, because you still need to have time to do the audios of Martin as well for.
oh yeah, I mean, so let me first say that I wouldn't take on anything that I couldn't handle within the work hours I have allotted, right?
Oh, of course not.
So I'm not going to stress myself out over this. I would only say
I'm
yes.
just being nosy.
No, you're fine. And that's okay. But I have a lot of people that mom me, and that's fine.
Oh,
But I just want everyone to know that I take care of myself above everyone first every day, even my kids, right? Like I'm number one in this house for me. Like I always do, I take care of me first, my family second, and my business third. So every business decision I make, I just have to run through the sieve of what's happening with my family and what's happening with my revenue. And then I can decide where does my launch schedule fit and where does my cash flow allocate, right? So then I kind of break it down backwards. So I just have to decide, do I have time with where do I shuffle things around so that I could make up the cash flow in December within this chunk of time I have to work every day? Because I know exactly how long it takes me to write a certain amount of words on average. So I can say I have this many hours, I can do this much work. I just have to shuffle this around. And that's when I decide how I move my launches around. And that's why Katie Math exists.
Does pre-orders like mess all that up for you, or do you get more like buys on the actual day of the launch than say pre-orders?
It just depends because War of the Gods has been available to pre-order for like a year, right? So we stretch the cash flow out from that. So we have a smaller launch on launch day. I still have big launch days. Like I sell quadruple on a launch day what I do on just a normal day, because there are people who will only buy once it's available. But having it available for pre-order for a long time gets people buying when they're excited about it, and then they go on and live their life and forget, and all of a sudden their book arrives and then they're like, oh yeah, and then they read my books again and we're friends, right? So it's worth it to sort of temper the big launch cash flows for the pre-orders and like what the pre-orders do. So the pre-orders I figure into the launch kind of, and it just depends like how it all works. So the prequel books that we launched last month, they were all a surprise, right? So they had like a totally different effect on the business cash flow than what the launch today will have. But I already know all of that because I know my pipeline.
they were fun. They were fun.
They were fun.
Yeah,
They were
they
really
were
fun.
fun.
And it's really not that big of a deal for me to write. I write 10,000 words a day, right? So these short stories that I'm doing for the reader's request, they're 10,000 words. So I could literally write one of them and put it through the editing process and have it ready to go in under a week if I wanted. So the question isn't how do I get the cash flow? The question is, do I have time to create the books, to create the cash flow? Does that make sense? Yeah, so I just have to put my building blocks together, and that's why I'll know by tomorrow, because I just have to look at my pipeline. That's all. But we also have a Black Friday surprise.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Do you guys want to see it?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
how
'cause
come
we're
there's
gonna
some
say
some
no.
you know
Gypsy.
already?
My
Poor
mom,
Gypsy, I just scared her.
my mom
Oh, my
brought.
baby.
We're gonna sit down probably tonight or probably tomorrow night because I'm launching tonight. But she and I are gonna be going through this together, planning. So my mom has been working on this since July. She's been working so hard on this.
Come on, Mum. What are we looking at?
Okay, just different dragons that I wanted you to
For the
look at.
pillows.
For the
I'm
pillows.
trying to look
So
around
we're
the corner.
making throw pillows with these dragons.
Yes.
Oh, you are
Oh.
doing
Yeah.
wonderful.
So beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, and they're
Glow in the
different
dark.
Here's the pillow.
Oh, they glow in the dark?
Here's the
Oh,
actual pillow.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
oh, yum.
This one is,
This is green.
okay, this one, which one do you like better? This one is a smaller one.
So here's big. Then we're gonna show you small.
Yeah.
There's big or small. What do you like better?
Big.
Big,
Big.
The
big.
Okay,
Big.
Yeah.
well, I'll have you look at all the different colors. I
And
have
that,
six.
so there's green.
Colors.
And there's like a,
a pink, a purple.
what's the top one? White?
It's a white.
They're really subtle.
But it
Yeah.
comes, it
You
glows
can
different.
just see it.
That one's
I
kind of a
found it in
pinkish orange, another green.
Turkish. Oh,
That
yeah.
one's purple, this one's pink.
Oh, purple, sorry.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is I thought we'd put it in the sun so you could see the colors.
Oh, okay. So we'll put them in the sun. We need to charge our dragons.
Yeah.
So these will be this. It is so soft. Okay, there's that one. Oh my god.
Purple for me.
This
I'm having purple.
this is a
Which-
zipper hoodie.
Wish
Oh,
Carol was
pretty.
here.
What?
Oh, I recognize that.
Yeah, you do. So we're doing zippered sweatshirts.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
So we have a bunch of different sizes. She's pre-making them. So we're gonna have a bunch of these already made. So we can just, if you first come, first serve, it'll ship like the next day. So you can get them right away if you want them for Christmas presents.
They'll be made.
And yeah, so they'll be made. This is a zippered.
It's a zippered one.
This is
But
zippered.
this one's 12, they're all different colors of green.
Oh, dragon.
Oh, and they're all different shades of green. There's no repeat green here. Every one of them is a different green.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Um,
is the same.
So yeah, so what she's been trying to do
This
is
is the same thing, but this is a
oh,
non-zipper.
so this is a pullover hoodie. It's the same thing. but
Oh,
it's a
cool.
pullover and it has the pocket.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So
Mhm.
she's been going since July, so they're already made, so that you don't have to wait for the production. She can just spit them out right away.
Well, this one's yours.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
Pretty.
Oh, Carol's
Oh,
gonna fight me for that one.
Carol's gonna die.
Carol's
Yes.
I
gonna
think she's
die
not
anywhere.
here right now.
It's a kitchen towel, and they're really high quality kitchen towels. They're really good kitchen towels.
that's beautiful.
This is-
Oh,
Oh,
I couldn't
cool.
use that as a
That's
It's not like
towel.
anyone's gonna
No, I wouldn't
actually
use it. It would just
Who would
be.
use it as a towel? It's so
Oh,
pretty.
Yeah.
You're like frame your towel.
Yeah, exactly.
The round collar.
And then we
Bianca.
have a bunch that say Bianca.
Oh.
That is
Mhm.
a round collar.
Oh, it
and-
has, so we have round collars. And we have, can I show them this one?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a bunch of stock flame.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You knew there's a hole in this, right?
That's yours.
Oh. I get all the cast offs.
That's yours. Here's the round collar.
Yeah, so that's the same. It's just that one's mine because it has a
It
hole.
has a hole so it's around. You get, several of
Ooh, what are
free
these?
gifts.
So then, these are all.
I like that. What are these?
Yeah, here's a V-neck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Ludius.
I think we sold them for just like $10 or something.
Here's this
Why is that a
one.
reject?
That one's not.
Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah.
This one's
So that's a V-neck.
oh, they can't see it, but
Oh, right. And this is a V-neck also, so it just says Bianca.
This is the one that we're selling because it's the only one.
Oh,
have
so
of
we
those.
actually do have a couple that are like, we have one that says Max.
But I think it's crooked, so I would.
My mom's convinced it's crooked. I don't
Diane.
see it. It's not crooked.
This is crooked.
Anyway,
I'm really
so
pretty sure that
refuses
nobody
to
else will
sell it.
care.
Yeah. So I said we'll sell it for like $15. So we have a couple. There's one with this like little teeny tiny hole in one part. We'll sell it for $15. So
No,
there
none
will
of the
be a
whole ones can
collection.
be sold.
Yes, they will be. Mom, I can't have 20 shirts.
These are, they're
Oh yeah, so this is
I think that's a great idea. That's a great idea for people who would be able to afford $15. I think it's excellent.
this is a variegated luteus.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
variegated flowers.
I mean,
Cool.
it's like this teeny tiny hole that we can like patch, but it would be imperfect
Mhm.
because she is a
Always-
perfectionist.
They all have backing on them.
And we're doing backing as a standard now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you show them flame?
There's flame.
Mine's got backing.
Flame.
We did the variegated or the
Yes.
fade
Yes.
flame.
I had to put mine on.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's got the backing. So
Anyway. Oh wait, so there's another one. So like there's just these teeny like tiny holes like right there. The backing
Oh,
is behind
geez.
it,
yeah.
but
yeah,
she won't sell those. So these are the ones that we'll probably do for like $15, and we'll just take a
and
picture.
$5.
Yeah.
She's not in charge of pricing, don't worry. We'll just take a picture and then kind of sew it so people see what we're talking about. But then like people can afford it
Yeah.
that wouldn't have gotten it before. So
Exactly.
so she's still producing them. So we'll have just a ton made before Black Friday so that they can ship right away for holiday gift giving.
When is Black
Excellent.
Friday for those of us who are not in the
Oh,
States?
that's right.
Oh yeah, good point. That's the 20,
I think.
25th, is that it?
Of
November.
November.
Sorry.
November.
Yeah, 'cause
November?
it's the
Okay.
Friday after our Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
So
the
it's actually
25th.
the last,
Oh,
the
25th.
fourth Friday.
Yeah, the
of-
25th.
Yeah, because my Thanksgiving is this weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
Right.
saw somebody
It's
saying,
now.
yes, put something on there.
We
Yeah.
don't have a Thanksgiving. If nobody
You
wants to
have
say
one every day,
Thanksgiving,
Layla.
I just say,
You have one every day.
I do.
It's true, Diane.
I do. It's true. Yeah.
Can I try that?
And I do. I say thank you every morning when I'm out there taking photos.
And you have
So,
some
okay,
of
I
the best
I
photos.
know.
Kathy, what do you-
She's
what do I
got
need
like
to
you
do
should
to
do up
bribe
a
you?
calendar or something. They're
That's
amazing.
what I
Sorry,
told her.
Sorry, Kim, what was that?
I was saying, Kathy, what do I need to do to bribe you?
I need your lotion.
She needs more
I'm
lotion.
running out of lotion.
Oh, gotcha. I can
So what do you want?
It's just laughing.
I am. I've got to call
Hey, get some
Kim.
of Kim's tinctures. We want some tincture Hawthorne.
Sorry, Jean Marie, I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, you're fine.
Brother. Anyway, okay,
That's
so
a
I'll
good
I'll
one.
update you guys for sure on the finales tomorrow night. And
Or the zipper more of a preference.
my mom wants to know, do you prefer the zippered sweatshirt or the pullover hoodie? Which ones do you like?
I like the
I'm
zipper.
full of-
but
But girl myself.
Pullover for
I'm
Leanne.
gonna say I'm not gonna get. I'm gonna get a zipper one for my son. Brad likes zipper, so that's what he'll get that for Christmas.
Sure.
I
I
would
thought
probably go
zipper.
for a zippered one. I have lots
Yeah.
of pullovers, so
Okay.
I
Zipper,
don't do
zipper.
I'm pullover.
I'm a pillow.
Do mo-
well, I'm probably gonna do a pillow too.
I'm a
but-
pillow.
Pillow.
I'm a pillow.
I want to see you wear that pillow.
I
Say
will.
that, Diane.
I will.
Yeah, absolutely
When
will.
you're under the covers, Lila.
Uh-huh.
Glowing in the dark to be able to still see the dragon.
With the glow in the dark thread.
Oh yeah, it glows in the dark.
I'll be
Fabulous.
able to come to
Oh, that would be
I'll come to
the
coffee
evening.
with Katie with my glowing
You can
dragon.
charge your dragon during the day, and then
Yeah-huh.
listen to the Katie, your Katie call, and we'll know it's Lila because there's a glowing dragon in the
There
background.
And then I'll have a torch and I can just make certain bits glow more.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
that's amazing. So that's the big Black
Burning
Friday
bed.
surprise. If you guys have any designs or requests, like if you want the dragon on a pillow, for example, or the dragon on a shirt. We can do those. There's still time, right?
Right, and
Yeah.
I've even thought of a blanket out of the Mickey.
Oh, she's posed the idea of that really soft minky fabric that she's making the pillows out of, making or offering blankets, like a full blanket, and then having the dragon in a corner with your name.
What
Oh,
about the dragon on a hoodie?
Yeah, dragon on a hoodie would be fine too. So if
Yeah.
would you take requests?
When do you need?
I just can't get
correct
it till
request?
Black Friday, if they can wait till.
Oh,
Black
yeah, okay.
Friday.
So if you guys want to email me a request, then we can have it ready by Black Friday and we'll just have it set aside. You'll just have to pay for it on Black Friday and we'll just have one set aside for you. We won't include it in our counts. So then if you want to email me, like if you want a zippered hoodie at a certain size with the dragon on the back, then you can email that. But only for Coffee with Katie launch teamers.
Yay!
yay!
I just think the Ludia's towel is really cool. I'm wondering if we
Oh,
You
that's
did a
beautiful shirt.
great job on that. Really.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
so cool. Huh?
Oh, Carol's
rosy
definitely
towel
getting
would
one.
Be a nice one too.
Yes, Carol will get one. What'd you say, Kim?
A rosy towel would be a nice one too.
Rosie.
I
Oh,
loved
man.
Rosie.
Yeah.
I know that one hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah.
I like that dragon image. I just don't think I'd be able to carve it.
That'd so cool.
Ooh, that would be cool though, Garrett.
I'd love to see you
I
try.
don't know. You do great work, Garrett.
I bet
You do
could.
do great work.
Yeah, maybe you should let go and get out of the way.
Yes.
Let the board tell you
Ah,
what
that's
it wants
right.
to be.
Let it
Garrett.
go. Just
Elsa had it right. You got to let it go, Garrett.
Yeah.
Stop holding yourself back.
The board
Right?
will tell you.
I can put it on. I've got it, you know.
It's getting closer and closer to winter here. It's getting colder and colder out. So that means the shop is about to be closed. Because once it gets
Ah.
Don't you have
once
a
it
heater?
gets too cold, no, my back garage is not heated. So when
All
it
right,
gets
that's the
30
next book
below
one.
here,
Oh.
right? When it gets 30 to below here in Iowa, like yeah, no, my fingers can't handle carving.
You're saying your wife doesn't want you to do that in the house?
I don't want to create that mess in the
Like,
house.
I'm not getting divorced over this. That's awesome.
That's when it's great because I'm the messy one, so we do everything in the house. It doesn't matter. But my mum did get upset when I tried to bring the horse into the house once.
Can't imagine why. Yeah,
I know. I don't know why.
it's not a big
I
deal.
don't know, Lila. I brought a calf in before.
Yeah.
Really?
See? Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
It was pretty dang cold, and so we had to bring it in by the fire. Yep.
Yeah.
Warm the little booger up.
Booger. Come here, little booger. That's what I call my daughter.
Oh,
Oh,
I do want to say that I did love that the birds and the goats survived.
oh,
I loved how
the goats in the
trees
tree.
protected them.
Goat and other goat.
Goats in the
Goats and other
tree.
goats.
Did you guys love Other Goat?
Yeah.
How funny is that? That's so
Yeah.
lazy of me. I was like, I don't know what.
no,
something is.
it was
And
so
then
Are they
young.
going to have
I
a
thought
baby
it was
goat? And it's going to be called
perfect.
Baby Goat?
Yes, exactly, Diane. Yes. And then when they have a baby, it's Baby Goat.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
And then
say
they
it.
could have white goat and brown goat and goat number 3 and goat number 4.
But I knew you wouldn't have
Excuse
them.
No, the forest saved them. The
Well,
goat.
we were-
I just
we were
didn't know where
original-
they were.
when
I
we-
know,
when
I
we
didn't
had a
either.
goat, its name was Billy, so Billy Goat.
There you go.
Yeah.
You do what you gotta do for the animals, right? Yeah, I forgot about goats, the goat and other goat. And then I think it was a beta reader's like, where is goat and other goat? And I was like, well, they're at the top of a tree. I was like,
And I asked you about the birds.
yep. And then and so I was like, oh crap, I gotta put the Manuele birds in there. I was like, they're with the goats.
The goat.
It's great having a magical forest. You can throw anything at it, right?
Literally.
Well, the
I-
forest did promise to protect the birds, so
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it made sense.
Because it got all testy with Baxter.
Yeah.
Offended.
Yeah.
Excuse me? No.
I love that.
I love Alcara. It's so fantastic. All right, my friends. Well, thanks for an awesome call. I'm glad we met tonight. This is the best. We'll be meeting again tomorrow if you want to pop on. Tomorrow, like I said, just depending on who shows up, I have a bunch of sort of more in-depth, like thematic questions where we're kind of talking more about that trust and Bianca's growth and what's coming up next with sisterhood and all that other kind of stuff. So Debbie, yes, hang out and I'll talk to you. Lila, you hang out and you ask your question. But other than that, we'll kind of just see who's there and maybe go into it. So if you want to come back, then I'll try and have other questions if you're here. If not, then it should be good. I'll have a replay and we'll go from there. But I hope you all have an awesome weekend if I don't see you again. And thanks so much. This totally made my day.
Yeah, thank you for doing tonight.
Thank you.
Of course. I was like, we have to